everybody, and welcome back to Mindful SMP. We're starting today off on the third floor of our mansion, which we finished last episode, and I just wanted to point out these kind of hard angles here. These are actually full blocks. Because this roof is really steep, these are all full blocks. And I think what I want to do is rip these out and replace them with upside down stairs so that we get more of this kind of look. You can see I've gone ahead and done that over here, and it's just a much nicer transition when you have the stairs. And then what I've done is taken this all the way down and taken this kind of roof pattern and made the corner here. And so what I'm going to do is take that all the way across. Mindful SMP is sponsored by MC Pro Hosting. If you want to play on a server with friends, you can save 20% by using the code MINDFUL at checkout. After we do a little bit of work on the mansion, I've got a couple of updates for you, and then we're going to go on a little adventure. Well, I think that is looking much, much better. Still have some detailing and some decorating to do up here, of course, but it's looking a lot more finished than it was. Got this space on the back wall here that I have some ideas for, so I'll tell you more about that later. Got a few updates for you. First update is this guy. This is Ep. Lautner caught a few slimes and decided everybody needed some pets, so he brought Ep over here. And this is where Ep lives now. I've done just a little bit of decorating up here. So I added some more glowberries. I have a tiny little brewing station here, anvil, and a chest over here. I've been collecting some heads. The Allay head was an easy one to get because we can duplicate them now. We have a skeleton farm, and we were able to get some strays out of there. Lautner's the only player head I have so far. But our head collection is well on its way. Last episode, I had built a path out front, and I did a tiny bit of decorating. So I just did a little bit of roughing up, and I added in some mostly red flowers. I planted a tree here, and it grew into a gigantic oak. I'm not sure how I feel about that yet. It's the biggest tree on like the whole bay, but I'll let it sit for just a little bit and decide whether or not we want to keep that. And our bronze is starting to turn. That looks really, really great. Much, much more weathered. Today, I've got a couple of plans. One is I want to do a little terraforming here, and then I want to do a little bit of exploring in this direction. So although we have wings, I still like to use a boat every once in a while, especially since we have the boat with the chest in it now. That's pretty useful. And so I want to build a little bit of a dock and maybe a path down to our dock. Well, that looks much more finished. That looks very cool, actually. Did a little bit of mixing in of some carved stone, or the stone bricks rather, and I think that makes it look a little bit more like it was built rather than carved. And I mixed in some stairs just to change elevation at different rates. And whenever we want, we can head down here to our dock, hop in a boat, and set sail. We've spent a little bit of time exploring what's out beyond the mountains, but we haven't really spent any time exploring what's out beyond the bay. We're gonna hop in our boat and check it out. Looks like out here there might be a jungle. You can definitely tell somebody's been spending some time over here because the kelp is all so overgrown. Yep, there's our jungle. Very cool. Bunch of bamboo. Oh, I see another boat. Aha. This is what I've been looking for. Beach. Turtles on it. How did these guys find me? Now, I said we weren't going to do any farms, but that doesn't mean we can't breed up some animals and get some resources from them. And that's what I want to do with these turtles, is I want to breed some turtles and see if we can get some scute. But in order to do that, I think we're going to need to build a little bit of an outpost so we have somewhere to hang out while we wait for the turtles to hatch. Turtle sanctuary. So what I've got set up here is a bunch of fence gates. So if we want the turtles to be able to go out to sea and all that, we can kind of let them, and then they'll come back here to lay eggs in the future. So what I can do is have the babies hatch, keep them in here until they grow up, collect their scute, but let them live a normal life. So I think that'll be real nice, and that'll give us the opportunity to get some scute. Between episodes, I'm just going to do a lot of AFKing and watch these turtle eggs hatch. And that's where I'm going to wrap this one up. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had fun. Please like and subscribe if you want to follow along on the adventure. And I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.